What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another cruising adventure with us, Josh and Taylor. This is our first time on the Silhouette and our first time setting sail with Celebrity Cruise Line, and we're pretty excited to try something new, including a new category of stateroom, which is Concierge. But let's go dive in and set sail to the Caribbean, because we've only got one stop on this cruise, and it's Cozumel. Embarkation in Miami on the Celebrity Silhouette was one of the easiest and smoothest processes we have experienced yet while sailing on an ocean cruise. Today we parked in the parking garage right across from the Silhouette and made our way downstairs. And just like any other boarding procedure, you'll need to show your boarding pass before heading up to security. Now, if you're staying with the retreat, these are designated rooms that are usually suites, and they have a special line just for you, so you don't have to wait with everyone else. But we did, and it was relatively quick, and we didn't wait for more than 5 minutes. Now, after security, there is a formal check-in, and again, if you're part of the retreat, this will be expedited. But we still didn't wait more than 5 minutes for the check-in, and with that, it was probably one of the smoothest processes we have ever experienced besides our river cruise last December.
Can we check it?
Welcome on board. Thank you for choosing us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello.
We made it.
We made it. Once you're on board, the suites and concierge rooms on Celebrity typically tend to be ready first, and while it was only 12:30, our room was ready, but we had an exclusive lunch just for us, and so we didn't want to miss that, which was from 12 to 1 o'clock. And so we headed there first before actually heading to our room. Yeah, we're just here for the lunch. And this lunch is not open just for Taylor and I. This lunch is open for concierge and suite guests across the ship.
Oh, yeah.
And it's located here in the main dining room.
Hi. 2.
Well, that was probably the fastest I think that we've ever gotten on a ship before. And it has only just progressed. So something that's kind of cool for us this time is with Concierge, we are doing the lunch. So, and the lunch is from 12 to 1:30 here in the main dining room on deck 3. And so we kind of skipped our muster drill and we came here right away so that we could get some food in and avoid, what's really nice about this is avoiding kind of like the buffet area, which is like really hectic usually on Embarkation Day because everybody's going in there to get something to eat. And this is the prime time eating hours right now. So, and it's our kind of our first experience of the dining room, which nothing wrong with it, but there's a lot of red in here. Now the food here in the main dining room for lunch was okay. It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst, but looking at Celebrity, the brand as a whole, I found the food here to be a little bit underwhelming from what is kind of advertised for Celebrity.
We have gold cards.
Ooh, fancy.
That's pretty nice. Here, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm gonna start back this way and face that way where Taylor's taking her selfies at, because the lighting is much better because I'm not having to fight with the giant window behind us. Probably the one thing that I really like so far about this is that it feels pretty big, I think anyways. The couch that Taylor's sitting on, I'm assuming flips up into a bed. And I believe it's said on the thing that this is supposed to sleep 4 people, but I don't see like a pull down from the ceiling. So I'm assuming maybe like this.
If it's a pull out, yeah.
Must be a pull out, but definitely sleeps at least 3 people. We've got our one bed, which is, I'm pretty sure is 2 beds that have been put together.
To be like a king size.
Basically, and there's kind of like a little bit of a hump here in the middle, but yeah, we'll see how it feels. So the other big thing here is we have a veranda, and the veranda I feel like is a pretty decent sized space compared to some of the other ones that we've had. Just take a little pop out here and take a look around. It's actually really funny. There was just a little bit ago a boat that had gotten really close to the cruise ship, and there. Oh wow! Look, we can see right into the steering whenever they line up the dock. Anyway, sorry. The Coast Guard over here was basically yelling at them to get away from the cruise ship. They're getting too close. So yeah, so it's a pretty nice space. Nice big loungers, I think.
You know what I just found?
What did Taylor just find?
The room service menu.
Oh, Taylor doesn't have a microphone on, so you can't really hear her. But yeah, so we do have room service. Now this is a charge.
No, not for breakfast.
Yeah, so there is complimentary continental breakfast, just like there would be on Royal Caribbean, which is kind of nice. But then we also have the kind of premium breakfast, which is $10. Eggs and omelets and, you know, basically the warm stuff.
Hang on your board.
I like that. They're very different. Oh, very nice. Yeah, so this is probably what we'll do tomorrow. We'll put it out tonight. And so you can select your times. And this whole side will be included. So normally we'll do like coffee and some orange juice. I think I'm gonna get some yogurt. I've been trying to eat more yogurt.
Frosted flakes. For me.
Taylor's gonna get frosted flakes. We've got fruits.
Fruit, yep.
And sometimes I get a bagel. There's a bagel on there with some cream cheese. Speaking of alcohol, let's talk about that real quick. So being in a concierge room, we actually get a bottle of bubbly included. And I don't think that that's just one.
From what I read, when you do stay concierge class or above, you can just request champagne or sparkling wine anytime that you need it. So if we drink this bottle and we want another one, we just ask for another one.
So we also have multiple outlets over here, which I like. I feel like this is also the first time that I've seen two regular like US outlets. I always bring an adapter for these, so we'll have an extra one for that as well. The water is an additional charge. As you can see, it says quench it for $5.50 on your CPass account. And they also charge 20% gratuity to that as well. So still spring water, $10 for those two bottles, I would assume. We also have a private bar. So let's take a look here. Taylor's in the way a little bit. But we also have a mini bar in here, which is kind of cool because when was the last ship that we were on that had a mini bar? Oh, on the river cruise.
On the river cruise.
You want to see a river cruise, go check that out. We had a mini bar in that room. We never used it because this is why. Let's see, Coke is $4 a piece. Diet Coke's $4. There's one single kind bar in there. That is $4. And Tito's vodka, which is here across the top, the little shots. Each one of those is, wow, are those really $9 a piece? Holy cow. Wow, that's pretty crazy. And then we've got the wine, which is $24 in there. And the Heineken is $7.50. Yeah, so we probably won't pick from this at all. We also don't have the drink package this cruise. Oh, nice. We've got a safe, as most cruises do, regardless of if you're staying in concierge or in a regular room.
When you stay in concierge class, you get binoculars, and in the closet you get umbrellas if you need them. So there's 2 umbrellas in there, and then we get a pair of binoculars.
Oh wow, they're still doing a printed copy of this?
They are.
That's interesting.
So there's some stuff in here about all that. And then here's some extra things for us. So this is about our dining.
Oh my gosh, I thought it was 8:30. It's 8:45. What on earth?
It's the latest we've ever eaten, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's for 4 nights.
Oh boy.
So try it out.
So we've got a pretty big space actually. Like this is a pretty big bathroom, I feel like.
It's actually pretty good.
I really like this.
Setup.
I like the sink basin right here. It's gonna be super echoey. But tons of storage space here for your stuff.
Hair dryer.
Yeah.
For water.
Some little drawers over here as well. And then of course into the shower, which I'll have just so you can get like a reference of like how big the shower actually is. So, you know, that's decent size. I think this is a pretty decent sized shower. Oh, my mic's flipped around there.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's one. It's like on Royal. It closes from both sides.
So it closes from both sides. You've got the shower. You can still move about. Do whatever you need to do. Oh my gosh, look at this.
Yeah.
They're not bolted to the seats. That's a inside joke. Not really. from Disney. But yeah, they're not bolted to the wall, which is really, really interesting. So shampoo, I'm assuming conditioner, and body wash. Oh, it's kind of cool. Super cool. I think our stuff's outside, so we're gonna go unpack and then go explore the ship. All right, so now that we have gotten ourselves checked in, we've got ourselves settled into our room, did a little bit of unpacking, got everything ready. We're gonna go kind of explore the ship, because again, this is our first time on Celebrity, so we're gonna go and kind of figure it out. So here we go. One thing that we always love to do anytime that we get on a ship is to take a tour of it, whether we've been on it before or not. And we're gonna save the tour, I think, for another video, but one thing I do wanna mention is that we always go to the spa. And the spa here on the Celebrity Silhouette has a lot of the same amenities that you will find on most other major cruise lines, from a hair and nail salon to pedicures and manicures. You can have your hair cut, trimmed, basically everything and anything, to massages. But one thing that we always look forward to are what are called the thermal suites. So we have decided to purchase the Parisian Garden.
That says Persian. There's only one I in there.
Oops.
We've got the Persian Garden. So this is the thermal suite on the Celebrity Silhouette. And we really didn't think we were going to get it because we do like them on Norwegian because they're really big. However, this one has great views right out to the ocean. There's a nice aromatherapy room. There is a steam room that has scents as well. And then a bunch of chairs that look out to the ocean. So we are excited now.
So we're up here in the Ocean View Cafe, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it right now. They're getting ready to, they're kind of like cleaning up, getting things ready for dinner, which I believe does not start till 6 o'clock here, but they are doing snacks between 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock. The setup in here is very, very similar to that of Ovation of the Seas, which is one of Royal Caribbean's ships that we did, which was our Alaskan cruise in July of 2022. So they've got all these plates over here. There's fresh dough. They are wheeling and dealing and slinging.
Can I do a slice of cheese?
May I get the Supreme there, please? Thank you. All right, so then we've got some fresh fruits over here and a pasta primavera over here. So we'll walk back over this way. And of course, they've got some meats and cheese, along with some different breads that you can get. I'm gonna grab some of this. And of course, we also have a salad bar up here as well. But that's all I'm gonna get. So it's, it looks like for the snacks, it's pretty much just the pasta kitchen and the pizza that's open. And then there's ice cream around the corner, which we'll go take a look at here in a little bit. But the other thing I wanna show you guys is that on Celebrity, just like on Royal Caribbean, we have the beverage station over here. And this is going to be fruit punch, apple juice, orange juice, iced tea, ice, and water. And then of course they also have complimentary regular coffee over here as well. All right, Taylor, we are
Officially sailing.
What do you think of the ship so far?
I think it's really nice. So there's not a lot of like activities, if you will. So we were just on a Royal Caribbean Oasis class ship that has a lot of activities. The rock wall, dry slides, water slides, the flow rider, all that kind of stuff. This ship doesn't have those kinds of things, but there are a ton of bars and lounges, a bunch of places to relax, some unique places to relax, and it's much more of a luxury style ship, I would say, versus a Royal Caribbean ship that we were just on. So I like it so far. I'm excited to eat dinner in the main dining room later. We had a little snack in the buffet and it was really good, and our lunch was good for our concierge lunch. So I'm interested to see how it goes dining late because we've never done that before, but I'm excited to be sailing. We got 2 sea days, so we'll get to fully experience it, plus the rest of today. So we're making our way back to the room because
for whatever reason, we don't know, maybe this is a common thing on Celebrity, but there's no real like kind of sailaway party. And what's really cool about having our concierge room and having the bottles of bubbly, I think I just stepped in something, having the bubbly back in the room, is that we can kind of go back and just throw our own little sailaway party. So we're on deck 14, our room is on deck 10, so let's just walk down a couple of flights and back to the room. All right, so we're back in the room to have our own little sailaway party. Hey, if Taylor can figure it out. I was just gonna do it, but we might get to have some bubbles before we get out of the harbor. This is one thing that I really love about having a ocean view balcony, because you don't necessarily have to be like mixing and mingling with everybody and trying to fight for a spot to actually watch the sailaway party take place. So it's really kind of cool, and Taylor's ready to pop some champagne.
Don't want any to go to waste.
That's right. I mentioned this earlier too, that I thought it was really cool that we can kind of see the crew out here in the wing. He's like actually like looking out there with binoculars, it looks like, just checking ahead, making sure that I guess nothing's gonna be in our way. Oh, you poured that a little fast, didn't you? So we are going out to see our first sunset in quite a long time, and it is perfect right now.
Our first sunset on a cruise of 2023.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I guess you're right.
We did not see a single one on our Royal Caribbean cruise in January because we had dinner during sunset every night.
And I don't even think we saw sunrise.
I don't think we did.
No, we didn't.
Because we did sleep in like 1 or 2 days, or we were up early and it was kind of cloudy.
Yeah.
So we really did not see a sun. We haven't seen the sun hit the horizon, whether it was coming up or going down.
It's perfect out here right now. I mean, there's
really
not a single cloud in the sky.
I'm so excited.
You can see the entire skyline of
look at Miami.
I mean, it's great.
Wow.
So we are at the entertainment place bar, I believe, and we have our very first drinks of the cruise. So we actually did not get a drink package for this cruise, so we're just going by the drink. And I got a gin and tonic, and Taylor has it was rang up as a Bahama Mama, so this was 6 and hers was 7. So we got it was like 15 bucks. So just so you know, for this 4-night cruise, for us to buy the drink package, when we booked it, it would have been about $800 for the 2 of us. So we have to spend $400 each to add up to that drink package. So which we're probably not going to do. So, but cheers. We're going to get ready to go in and see the comedian tonight, who is our entertainment. Well, we have finally made it to dinner tonight here on our first celebrity cruise, which is really cool, except for dinner that it is at 8:45. And Taylor and I are old souls and young bodies because this is too late for me. I've said probably like 10 times, I don't know if I can do this again tomorrow, but we're here and we're here for dinner. This is actually the same place that we had lunch this morning. For lunch, not really this morning, but you know what I mean. So it is a pretty nice big place. It is 2 levels. So the bottom level is reserved for those who have a set dining time. So whether that's at I think 5:30 or at 8:45, we're here on deck 3. And if you have my time dining, that is actually reserved for upstairs on deck 4, where you will be able to make a reservation on the app. And if there are no reservations, you'll have to walk up to the desk and wait for a table to open up for you to go in and sit down. So it is still pretty large. They have taken the other side of this restaurant on deck 3 and reserved that for the retreat guests who are part of like the suites, things like that. But I'm hungry, I'm ready to eat, and I want to order food because like if they don't come soon, I think I'm just gonna go to the buffet.
The bread service has arrived. There is like little bread stick, there is a baguette, and then there's also sourdough at the bottom. And then there's like a horseradish dip, a butter, and then I didn't hear what he said what the third one is, but it looks like it's also some sort of butter. But I can tell you, the butter spreadability, which that's not my thing, but it's a 5 because it's whipped.
May I have the shrimp cocktail, the French onion soup, and I think I'm also going to do the New York strip, or the sirloin, sorry. All right, so for my first appetizer here, I got shrimp cocktail, which now just looks like ketchup, because the plating here is a little bit different, but it is served with 4 pieces of shrimp, and then we've got some vegetables, which I think is interesting. I don't think I've ever had shrimp cocktail served with vegetables before. And Taylor over here has got the French onion soup. How's your soup, Taylor?
Soup is really good. I love a good French onion soup. Very cheesy. There's some nice bread in there. It's got a good beef broth, caramelized onions. It's very good.
So Taylor and I both had steak tonight, which was really great. But I think Chris, our friend, will be happy to know that I ordered a side of French fries. All right, well, we have just completed our first day on Celebrity Silhouette. A couple of things I think. I love the service so far. Everybody is super friendly. I really like the look and feel of the ship. It was just redone in 2020. The only thing I don't like about the ship is the main dining room. It just looks too red for me. And which has nothing to do with the cruise line. I don't like 8:45 dining. But again, that has nothing to do with the cruise line. That's across all cruise lines. They have a late and early dining. We just booked this so late we weren't able to get early. So that's on us and not on them. But yeah, I think all in all, a pretty good start to our cruise so far. Tomorrow we have a sea day, and we're going to be, I think Taylor said she's going to yoga, and then we're going to the spa.
Stretch.
And what else? We're going to do breakfast and activities, and we'll see what the day takes and holds and gives us and everything else. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to sleep. So we will see you all in the next one.